So, first thing is first. Collagen peptides, RC Moss, white chocolate mocha. I just got word today there's only 100 and some of these left. I'm getting one more myself because it's the best flavor of all time that I've ever tried from this company. And within a couple weeks there will be zero, and it's never going to be in stock ever again. So if you guys want to try this white chocolate mocha RC Moss collagen peptides, you got a couple weeks tops, because these are going right now and they're never going to be back in stock. But I'm going to try to convince them otherwise, because this is the best kind and I just don't see why they couldn't make it again. Like, brothers, take a different kind out and get this one in, you know what I'm saying? So the link is in the description box if you guys want to try it out. Limited time, they're going to be gone. And with that being said, let's get on with this video. Female manipulation. The tactics. The bouncies. I'm going to explain exactly how they draw in high value men, manipulate to get their way, because it's what they do. Females, first and foremost, manipulate high value men by drawing them into a fantasy, is really what I mean to say here. They draw them in and then they bring them into a fantasy where they're not being real. They make it seem like they're being real, but they're not being real. I'm not saying they can't be real. You just got to be extremely, extremely careful and cautious, and don't forget about your own life. Because if you think, oh my God, I'm just going to talk to her, and oh my God, things are going so well, and you're so caught up in to talking to her, you got something going on, and you're just pushing forward, like that's now becoming a big part of your life, which is what you can do. You can do it. You have to keep living your life and kind of just not really care that much. Like, you can never get yourself to the point where you overly care about the situation. Even if they're selling you a dream, you just gonna keep on chugging along in your own life, you know what I'm saying? You can't be too caught up into it. You have to keep living your life. You have to keep doing the things you're doing. You can't get sidetracked. You can't fall back from the stuff you're doing. If anything, you're falling back from her. Things start to feel weird, things start to feel off, you gotta fall back. Back, because females are extremely dangerous, Brett. Their bread and butter is manipulation. So you have to be good enough to understand when it's happening and when it's real, and weave out the two. And when it is happening, you have to pull back and not engage in these types of acts and behaviors. You have to bounce and let them feel the absence of your presence. Keep doing the things you do, and then you will see what happens. These also could be tests. So when you are hit with these tests, you pass these tests by doing exactly as I just said. That's when you pass. You don't try to solve the problem, you pull back. Oh my God, what's wrong? Are you, oh, baby, and this, and oh. You don't do that. You let her feel how she feels. Pull back. And maybe respond a day and a half, 2 days, up to a week, 2 weeks later. That's what you do. They always have to be more eager to get you more than you are to get them, because if they feel you're on their shit, if you're trying to get them, that's a wrap. You have to put them in a position where they're trying to get you. Because you're living your life, you're leading your life, and if they really don't want to be a part of it, they're not going to be a part of it. And if they really want to be a part of it, they're going to be there. You're going to be living in your power, in your frame, and they're going to want to be there. And if they don't, see you later. You can't fight to keep a woman in your life. You can't try to do that. You absolutely can't. You have to pull back and keep doing the things you're doing and not get caught up and sidetracked into what they're doing, which is drawing you into their fantasy. You keep living in your own reality and let them do whatever they're going to do, because that's what they're going to do. And the shit tests are going to come. They're going to see, what is he like when I act like this? What's he like? Let's see. They're testing you every single possible way you could possibly think. Every single way. Some are just going to want you ever so badly as well. Those are the ones you could have, but is it who you want? That's up to yourself. You just really have to understand how this shit is. You can think this is, oh my God, it's just a game and all this stuff. It's definitely a game. It's definitely a game. I mean, you're not wrong, but it is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with it. You also have to understand it from their perspective. They're making sure that you was him. They're making sure, like, let me tell you, they're making sure that you was him. They're making damn sure of it. They're going to test you every single way they can, and your reactions is going to tell them a whole lot of what they are doing. And they'll do a lot, bro. They'll take you to the ringer, and they're not doing it just because you're some low-value dweeb. They don't even care about you if you're a low-value dweeb. They're not even going to talk to you at all. You will never talk to a woman at all. When they care, they're going to want to keep talking to you, but they're going to test you as well. That's just how it goes. It's not going to make sense in your brain. Oh my God, why is this happening? Why is she doing this? What is going on? I wouldn't do this. Yeah, you wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this. But guess what? They would. And they do. And they did. And they will continue to do it. So you just don't really engage in those activities. Bounce. This is what it is. If they're going to bring bad energy to the table, you got to bounce. Until they want to act right, you got to bounce. And you should be able to sense when certain things is going on. You should be able to sense that. And when you sense that and things don't feel right, that's when you pull back. You don't try to fix it immediately, you pull back. Because these times are always going to come. She's either going to lose attraction for you for whatever you do, or she's going to gain attraction towards you for whatever you do and whatever your responses are. If she even feels that you're getting needy towards her, you want to talk to her all the time and all this kind of stuff, and you like her, she's going to lose attraction because she wants to like you. She wants a prize. She don't want to be the prize. She don't want to be the prize. She wants her ego boosted, but she doesn't want to be the prize necessarily. She wants more of a prize than she feels like the prize. So you have to keep living your life. And be the prize. Be the man. And when she acts up, it's like anything else. Just get out of there. Just get out of there. When that woman in the house is acting up, you just leave. When they want to send you bad energy and stuff like that and be little weirdos, you just got to get out of there. You don't keep talking, you don't keep playing into it, you don't keep letting them do that, you just stop. They might hit you up like in less than a day. Maybe half a day goes by, maybe sometimes even less if you're just not tolerating their BS. Okay, I'll stop. And they see you don't care. Okay, you'll stop. Okay. You don't play into this, guys. You don't play into the manipulation. You don't play into the games. You don't ask what. You just... They're going to do what they're going to do. And so ain't you. This is why you have to make the right moves when these things happen. They're going to try to get to you. They're going to try to torture you. Take you to the torture chamber. They're going to try. And that's when you have to make the right move on the chessboard. Keep it going. Because these things are going to happen. And they don't just do it to you, they're going to do it to others as well. They have done it to others as well. This isn't the first rodeo, this isn't the first time. That's probably not the first time you have experienced this yourself. You probably have before. You're immune to the game. You understand what's going on. You understand what's happening. Okay. And that's, like I said, when you pull back. You don't play into it. You don't. Just get out of there. There's no time for that shit. If they want to be crazy and manipulative and emotionally erratic and going crazy, bro, let them do that on their own time. You don't have to be involved in that. Picture it like she's your actual wife living at your house. Are you just going to be in your house, in your home, allowing her to get in your way, allowing her to annoy you, allowing her to distract you? No. No, you're not. I know I'm not. That's why when the time comes, my house is going to be massive. Massive. Like different cut off parts to the house because I can't be around any woman that long. I just simply can't. Can you blame me? We have to get shit done. Sometimes they forget that. Sometimes they literally forget that and think life's just a game, and it's not a game. Life is real. To them, it's all a game. To them, they'll draw you into their fantasy. Nothing that matters that much, but a whole lot is on you as a man to get up every day, to perform, to protect, to provide. You can't really play it like that. You have to be more serious. You have to be more cautious. You have to be more on your P's and Q's. You can't let that shit ruin your day. You can't let that shit slow you down. Why? Because you got shit to do. And if they want to act like this, they're going to be on timeout. You're going to go to the other side of the house. You're going to lock the damn door. And you're going to separate yourself from this fool at the time. Because that's how they act. Foolish. There's no time for it. I know my days of putting up with that stuff are over. Literally gone over. Because I actually, when I was not as aware as I am today, when I was very much so a lot younger, I actually put up with the mess. Things would happen and I would still care, and what is going on? You try to fix what's going on. She's just doing what she's doing. She's just being herself. That's what they do. They're not always normal like us. We don't really go off the rails like that. We're kind of just always the same, you know, like we have our times as well, but we're not that crazy, bro. Like we're not going crazy. But sometimes they legitimately go crazy, and that's just how a woman is built. So that's what you have to understand, and a lot of the time they do that shit on purpose, bro. Think about it too. Think about when they have to go on the old rag on their periods and stuff like that. You think they're gonna be acting all good? No. And do you have to put up with that? No, you don't. That's not my problem. That's something you have to deal with. It's not me. I didn't do this to you. I didn't do it to you. What you looking at me for? You pretty much cannot tolerate a woman's BS, bro. Let her have her time. Let her become a woman, you know. That's how she's going to become a better woman. Allow her to feel things and deal with things herself. I'm not going to let anybody take shit out on me. Get out of here. I got shit to do. I got mountains to climb. And you got to get your emotions in check. Because I ain't going to do it. So this is what it is. You know, this is what it is. And like I said, female manipulation towards higher value men, they're going to test them the most. If you think otherwise, you're fooling yourself, brother. They don't even care about the other guys they don't care. At most, what they want from those types of guys is just a compliment out of the blue. They enjoy that a little bit. They enjoy it. Makes them boost their ego a bit. Makes them feel a little bit good. But they're going to test the other higher value dudes. It's not going to be so easy. They'll test you to infinity and beyond. Yes. It's never going to be consistently good. If you think that, fucking out of your mind, but it's never going to be consistently good. It can be good for even like a couple of weeks, a little longer maybe, but that time is coming. That time of the month is coming. Those times during the year, they're coming. And you don't got to deal with the darkness. Stay in the light, because you got shit to do. More shit than they got going on. Hell of a lot more. Bigger fish to fry, harder things to solve by a lot. Sometimes they forget. They just think it's all a game. They think anything can just be however. We can just waste our time today. We really can't. They would love to do that. They would love to do that. And if you're the one that starts falling for that shit, you fall into that, you're done. You just got to continue to be who you are as a man, and if that's not enough, nothing ever will be. They can make their mistakes. And if they do leave and they come back, you can pick and choose whatever you want to do. If you feel you got darn dirty enough or something like this, I'm going to take them back. And if you want to, you can. It's up to yourself. It's up to myself. It's up to yourself. Whatever the situation was in your own world, that's when you can make a decision. Just don't tolerate too much, fucker. You're going to have to tolerate some of it because that's what a woman is. But you don't have to tolerate too much. And if it's too toxic, your life will be better without her. I'll tell you that right now. Your life will be better without her. You'll have to deal with some stuff here and there. That's doable. That's manageable. That's what it is. It's not even that bad. but it can get bad. And if it gets bad like that, bro, that's when you got to pull back completely. It's almost a test on her when you pull back as well. Because it's like, is this what you want? No. Okay. Okay then. You just can't allow a woman to dictate how you feel during the day. That's when it becomes a problem, bro. You're going to have these conversations with her. Unacceptable. And if this continues, we're going to be done. And with that being said, that's the end of this video. I got nothing left. It is what it is. Be careful, be wise, choose wisely, make the right decisions in every sense of the word. That's it.